Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, we're going to be testing out the new Natasha Denona Retro palette. Now I just got this in my recent Sephora haul, which I will also link down below. And I haven't even touched this yet, so I'm really excited. I haven't even swatched it. So we're going to do that. I'm gonna do a couple different looks with it. I wanna do one look on one eye and one look on the other eye. I want to try and use all of the shades in the palette, but I want to try and make the two looks as different as possible. So we'll see what I come up with, and let's get started. So first I want to get into swatching this palette. So I'm just gonna go straight across from left to right, and let's see how these look. They feel really good. The only Natasha Denona eyeshadows I have is the Mini Lila palette, and I know a lot of people have issues with that palette and the minis in general, but I haven't had an issue with that palette. I really like the purple shades in there, so I really like it. So as soon as this came out, I definitely needed to pick it up. So those are the 5 shades, and that's going left to right through the palette. So that's Galaxia, Industrial, 60s, Vintage Taupe, and Pixie. They all swatch really nicely. The matte's not as well, but we'll see how they perform on the eyes. So I want to get started with my left eye first, and I want to do more of a pink look on this eye, and then my other eye is going to be more of a green-gray look. I have some of an idea in mind, so we'll see how it turns out. So I first want to prime my eyelids, which I did with the MAC Painterly Paint Pot. So that's all set, and I'm first going to go in with Vintage Taupe, which is that matte shade. And even right off the bat, it's a lot more pigmented on the eye than it came off on the swatch, which is good. So I just want to pause here for a second because I noticed this while editing and it drives me crazy, but I didn't want to re-record. But the mirror I was using will make an appearance throughout the rest of the video. I didn't really notice it while I was filming because I couldn't see that corner of the screen while filming. So it kind of covers a little bit, but you can still see what I'm doing with my eyelid. So I just want to apologize for that, and let's get back to the video. I have hooded eyelids, so I do want to go a little bit higher on my eyelid so you can see it. So I think that's good. I want this eye to be really simple. I'm just gonna drag it a little bit under the eye, anything left. Okay, so then next I'm going to go in with Pixie, which is this one on the end, and I'm just gonna use my finger with this one because that's what I do with most shimmers. I rarely use a brush, so I might as well do that here. And I'm gonna stick that on the outer portion of my lid up until the center. Oh, it's really pretty. Okay, then I'm going to go in with Galaxia, which is this one on the end. Same thing, I'm gonna go in with my finger on this one. I'm gonna use my pinky. I have really tiny eyelids, so I can't use a bigger brush or a bigger finger, or it's just gonna get in the wrong spot. So I'm gonna put that on the inner portion of my lid and then drag it to the center. That's really pretty. It's got a little green shift to it, which I like, and I think it's perfect for this palette. And I'm going to put a little on the inner corner, so that I'm going to go on with a brush. I'm going to put a little on my inner corner. Yeah, that shade is very glittery. I'm getting a little fallout of glitter on that. I'm going to go back in with Pixie and just add a little bit more of that color. And then I'm also going to go in with Vintage Taupe and blend it all out and underneath the eyes. A little bit more under the eyes. Again, I'm going to go into Galaxia again and add more of that to the inner portion of my lid, and I'm just tapping that on just to get that color. And this one is a lot more subtle than I thought it was going to be, but I like it. It's a very soft pink look, which I like. The Vintage Taupe is a really, really nice shade. I'm definitely going to use that as a good crease shade, especially for my skin tone, so I will definitely be using that. And I think that's how I want to leave it. I'll of course put mascara on, but I'm going to wait until I finished both eyes. But I think that's a good first look with this palette. Like, that's already 3 of the shades in the palette, and you can do this quick and easy pink look, and it looks really, really nice. So the right eye, like I said, I wanted to do more of a green look, so I'm going to start by going in with 60s, which is the beautiful olive green gray shade, and I'm going to stick that in my crease, similar to what I did with Vintage Taupe on the other eye. And this is pretty pigmented. Looks pretty patchy on my eye. Actually, on my eye, that looks a lot more gray than it does green. I still really like the shade, but I was hoping it'd be more green. I have a green undertone to my skin, so I'm not sure if that's why it's pulling more gray rather than green. I'm gonna pull that further into my crease. I want it all over my crease, like the Vintage Taupe on the other eye. And this look is going to be, of course, a lot more smoky than the other look. So they're both going to be very different, which I like, that you can have a 5 shadow palette and come up with so many different types of looks. You're not limited to just one type of look. So that's why I immediately bought this palette. Not immediately, I was back and forth with it, but I ended up buying it, and I am excited that I did. I'm happy that I did. So the next step, I'm gonna go in with Industrial, the gray shimmer here. I'm gonna go in with my finger again. And this one I'm gonna put all over my lid, because I do want that color everywhere. And yeah, this is really nice. This is my favorite shadow so far out of the 5. Wow. That looks really, really nice. I'm gonna go back into 60s and just add a little bit more to the outer V and lightly blend the crease. And I'm going to run 60s on my lower lash line, focusing it on the outer edge. I'm gonna connect the upper and lower lashes. Definitely smokes it out a little bit more. And then I'm going to take that same brush and I'm going to go in to Industrial, and I'm going to put that on my lower lash line, but more on the inner portion. It's pretty glittery. I was debating on whether I wanted to do my face first or wait, but I decided to do my face, assuming there wouldn't be too much fallout, but it's just glitter, so I can just wipe that away. And I'm just adding Industrial to the inner corner as well. I'm just connecting the upper and lower lids. And then I'm just gonna go back to 60s and blend again. I'm going to add mascara real quick, and then we'll come back to see the final look. So there we go, I just put on mascara and that finished both the eyes. So here you go, let's take a look at both eyes. Here's that left one with the pink, and then the right using Industrial and 60s. I think they both came out really nicely and very different. Like this is a nice everyday look with the pink, and then this is perfect for night and going out. I love how both of them turned out, and I really like this palette. You can do looks with all 5 shades, which I was thinking about doing on this eye. I was thinking about adding either 60s or Industrial underneath the lash line, but I decided to just keep it soft and pink, and I do like how that turned out. But I'm really interested to see how all 5 of them look. I'm excited to try it out. It's probably the next look I'm going to try is with all 5 of them, but I'm really glad I picked this up. It's a really, really nice palette. My favorite shade is definitely Industrial. I think it looks amazing on the eyes. It definitely looks even better in person. You can really see that shimmer and that glitter. There wasn't too much glitter fallout. It was really easy to wipe right off, so that's not a big concern of mine, but it's an A+ palette for me. That completes this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Please give it a thumbs up if you did, and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!